As you guys remember, a couple of days ago, the Reform UK candidate Simon Danzig was rejected by the organisers of the hustings in Rochdale. Obviously, we have the by-election coming up in Rochdale only in 4 days' time, on the 28th of February. The Islamists, who are essentially organisers of the hustings, and invited all the other candidates, apart from obviously Simon Danzig and Reform UK, George Galloway's friends, were obviously behind it, and we now have a response from Richard Tice. Yes, this is a letter has now been sent by the leader of Reform UK, Richard Tice, to the chief executive of the Rochdale Borough Council. Let's have a look at this letter regarding the hustings that took place at Waddleworth Community Centre on the 22nd of February. We have concerns that the council facilities are being used for partisan purposes, attempting to promote one candidate over another. Who booked the facilities? It appears that key members of Rochdale Council of Mosques were involved in organising and running the hustings. Can you confirm whether the council funds that organisation in any way? Can you confirm that none of the council staff were involved in organising or running this partisan hustings meeting? Those organising the event clearly breached data protection rules, as they have not identified themselves or explained what the information will be used for. Do you have intelligence on those organising the event, and if yes, can you provide us with it? In Electoral Commission terms, the event was clearly a selective hustings meeting as opposed to a non-selective hustings meeting, because it was primarily organised to promote specific candidates. This means the expenses incurred around the event must be disclosed. As returning officer, are you investigating this matter and ensuring everything is accounted for? Now, of course, this is an absolutely reasonable letter, reasonable questions, and actually logical as well, because we have to know in terms of the premises, in terms of the council staff, and especially when it comes to the Council of Mosques. Don't know why we even have something like that, whether it's linked to the borough council, and of course whether it's going to be, whether they're going to actually respond to this letter, and if they're going to be telling the truth, because if they knew beforehand, and my instinct would say that they probably did know, or at least some people did know, and that means that the council leaders might have to throw some people under the bus to save their own face and their own credibility. Basically, this means that these sort of problems will continue in this country, because establishment will find a way to recover. As I said, they're going to throw someone under the bus and say, just a few bad apples, but the credibility of us and establishments and the local government is not really going to be questioned. This is a problem.